Hey YouTube, this is Joe, and I am just doing a video on an installation I'm just wrapping up here for one of my plows. This is a SnowEx 8611, which is a 8-foot to 11-foot plow. It's a power plow. It's a low profile power plow. And I just replaced all the factory cutting edges on it. This particular plow was 2 years old with 2 years of commercial service. Pretty much these were worn right down to the plow almost. Probably a ½ inch of material left, so it had wore about 2.5 inches of the 3 inches of wearable material. I had also already replaced this wing once. Kind of tore about right here all the way to here, so this is a new replacement cutting edge already once, which is hence why I actually went and upgraded a little bit on this one. I was sick and tired of, I don't want to change these cutting edges on these plows twice a year. I have two of these 8611s, or once a year at least. So, because this one's 1 year old and it's about the same condition, so it's getting one of these kits next week. But we ended up going with Winter's Equipment. They sold us their Xtendor universal mount, which is actually like carbide weldment under here. And then it's really thick, supposed to extend the life of the cutting edges like 3 to 4 times. The salesman actually told me 4 to 5 times. We'll see. Honestly, if it doubles the life, it'll be fine. These are the Xtendor cast guards, which are a curb guard, which reinforces the factory curb guard. And then, again, it's really, in comparison to the factory wing edge, one of the problems these plows have is over time they kind of turn into a smiley face because this wears away faster than this does. So hopefully this will prevent it from smiley facing on us. And what happens is when this wing is in the scoop position, right now it's all the way closed up. What happens is the wing edge here wears faster than that edge does. This should hopefully extend the life quite a bit. What I ended up doing was, I used, there's the fact, on this cutting edge, the main moldboard cutting edge, there is a bolt here and a bolt directly under here. Then I didn't use the bolt here, I drilled 2 new holes and 2 new bolts here. Same thing here, so I didn't use, there's a hole directly underneath here. Ignore my little spot where I was thinking I was gonna drill there, but I didn't. So there's a new hole here and here, and then 3 new holes on the wing. What I did on the wing was a couple trick things. Number one, I actually added a washer between the wing cutting edge and the wing itself to create just a little bit of space, because this amount of space here is kind of multiplied down here and there is barely enough room for this bolt. So I actually took and cut the bolt off to look like this with the cutoff wheel. So cut the bolt off. It does fit barely. Show. They don't touch, but honestly, if you were pushing snow, they might just be touching barely. Not real bad. But anyways, so this is the install of the Winter's Equipment Xtendor series on a SnowEx 8611. It is a lot of holes to drill, and it took me a few hours. I had a good electric drill, I had really good drill bits, and it really kicked my butt. This was not a simple install. Hopefully it's worth it. I can't imagine it won't be. It looks amazing, and there's a lot more metal touching the ground now, surface area wise, than there was. So I'm excited, and yeah, everything's doing good. If you guys were following, these Blizzard plow markers are still holding up really well. They are probably about 2,000 hours now. I actually still have this plow with 2 sets of them on. It worked really well through the last blizzard, the blizzard of 2022. Worked great. This plow is in for cutting edge as well. Just kind of trying to get ready here for the rest of the season. But yeah, Winter's Equipment, thank you guys for the right part numbers and bolts and hardware. Really fast shipping. And if you guys don't know, they also make plow markers as well. They are very similar in quality to the Blizzard Dynamics. They are not LED. But they are a huge upgrade over the factory ones. Pretty much any marker is a good upgrade over the factory one. Looks very similar, except Winters uses a staple up here. I've never had a cap come off of a Blizzard Dynamics though. But yeah, I still am a huge fan of the Blizzard Dynamics, hence why I'm not going to put these on just yet. I have an older Blizzard plow these are going to go on. But yeah, got us good. It's been a good winter so far, and just trying to get some upgrades done and get ready for the rest of the season. But hopefully these will help the cutting edge last longer than 12 months, which is how long this one lasted. This is 2 years, 2 seasons here. But pretty much down to the plow, and actually the bottom of these plow shoes was just starting to wear. And we don't really use these too often, but this is just starting to wear pretty well. But about a 1/4 inch of this off from where it was. I know guys who set these to the cutting edge and they let them wear at the same time, and it does help. The only problem I don't do that on mine is it takes away from your ability to back drag down a hill, because this is touching the ground and this wants to be touching the ground. So when this hits the ground first, snow goes underneath the edge. So I don't like that. I raise these up. I don't, honestly, pretty much don't use these at all. But yeah, pretty slick reinforcement to the curb guard, which we use a lot for commercial plowing sidewalks. And really excited to see how these last. It's going to be pretty cool.